Good morning, friends. And welcome to this Sunday service of the Unitarian Universalist congregation of Grand Traverse. I'm Beth Strawbridge from the Sunday Services Committee, and it's a joy to gather here with you today. Here at UUCGT, we welcome people of every identity, every story, and every age. We offer a special welcome to families with young children. Your kids' voices are part of the living chorus of this community. Here, we practice staying curious with one another, even when life is complicated or uncertain. We're learning week by week how to build a culture of real inclusion, and that includes honoring the joyful, unpredictable sounds of our little ones. Whether you're here in the sanctuary or tuning in from home, whether you're brand new today or long-rooted, your presence is a gift. If you're visiting today and would like to introduce yourself, we'd love to meet you. Please stand if you're comfortable, and a microphone will be brought to you so that everyone can hear you. And if you prefer to remain quietly among us, that's perfectly welcome too. Are there visitors this morning who would like to introduce yourselves? If you're new, we invite you to pick up a yellow mug during the coffee hour so we can identify you and we can greet you and say hello and maybe get to know you. Later in our time together, we'll share the joys and concerns of this community. You may write yours in the book that's on the table to your left, or light a candle there at any time as a sign of your hope, grief, or gratitude. We have a few announcements. If you're able, please park in the overflow area on the left as you enter the driveway. This leaves closer spots for visitors and those with limited mobility. The Under One Roof Matching Challenge Fund to improve our roof and building repairs is now up to $20,500. And we'll be charting our progress here in the building. Let's raise the roof. Join us for Music for Meals this coming Saturday at 7 p.m. It's an open mic style concert and food drive which will be supporting Northern Michigan Food Coalition. This event is open to all, so please bring a friend and a song, and a donation is very welcome of cash or non-perishable foods or both. There will be a free seminar on the importance of having an estate plan Thursday, December 4th, with 2 sessions being held, one from 1 to 3 p.m. and one from 4 to 6. This is hosted by our endowment committee and presented by CG Financial Certified Planners. Watch the flash or talk to Dave Newhouse for details. And this next Sunday is the annual Harvest Gathering. Instead of being here at the church, please join us over at Gilbert Lodge at Twin Lakes Park for a brief service 11 before we eat. This is a wonderful potluck dinner. You can sign up with Veronica and Mark Dragovich if you've got some turkey to share, and there is a sign-up sheet in the hallway out there where you can sign up. As we enter this sacred time, I invite you to breathe deeply and set aside whatever heaviness or busyness you carried in. Please silence your phones so that we can be fully present with one another. And now, let us worship together.
What'll you do with me when I am oh so old? Will you come and ask for my story to be told? Will you take my hand to hold when I am oh so old? Will you take my hand to hold when I am oh so old? When your life is young and full, will you take the time for me? Will you love my tears as well as the smile you'll always see? When you are young and free, will you take the time for me? When you are young and free, will you take the time for me? I think sometimes of the years ahead, and I try not to be afraid of the day when my life will be an old song that has already been played. Oh, it's already been played. So when I'm slowing down and I can't seem to recall, will you take my hand or will you let me fall? Will you really care at all when I can't seem to recall? Will you really care at all when I can't seem to recall? What'll you do with me when I am oh so old?
Whoever you are and wherever you are on life's journey, you are welcome here with us this morning. I'm Reverend Alex, the senior minister of this congregation, emphasis on senior in this Aging Gracefully service. You gotta have fun while you're up here, you know. I use he and him pronouns, and I invite you to hear these profound words from a reflection by the Reverend Dr. Anna Bladel, co-founder of the Radical Liturgy Project and website Enfleshed. They write, I arrived to find an old oak tree I have known for almost 44 years, down, fallen, and dead. Its limbs were scattered among the graves and acorns, birthed before the tree's death, flung far and wide. As I collected a few acorns, I looked up to see my dad and my mom's cousin hugging. Two old men stooping and embracing, two men who have carried me on their backs and shoulders, who have encouraged and supported and mentored me in so many ways. In a world shot through with organized abandonment and cruelty, genocide and wars, mass deportations and mass incarceration, unprecedented storms and isolation, it is an incredible privilege to survive to old age. It is also so hard, so brave, so tender, confronting death's inevitability. A single oak tree, when it is old, can support over 1,000 different species, insects, birds, mammals, and fungi. The abundance of acorns was likely due to a mast year, And during those years, trees produce higher numbers of seeds and nuts, more tasty treats for squirrels and their mammal friends, more chances for seed saving and germinating. Such times require enormous amounts of energy. It is intense labor, growing possibilities, sowing seeds, imagining what is not yet, but could still be. We do not know how much time we have left. None of us, nor all of us collectively. What kind of legacy do we want to leave? What possible futures do we want to seed?
As we light our chalice, which is the symbol of Unitarian Universalism, please join me in reading our mission words, which are found in the back of your order of service. Grounded in love, we protect the web of life by building beloved community, making good trouble, embodying radical love, and engaging in lifelong learning. And now, let us sound the singing bowl, entering a time of stillness.
Would you please rise now in body or in spirit and join me in singing our opening hymn, number 108, found in the gray hymnal. My life flows on in endless song above earth's lamentation. I hear the root, though far of him, that hails a new creation. Though the tumult and the strife, I hear the music ringing. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? Though all the tempest round me roars, I know the truth it liveth. What though the darkness round me close, songs in the night it giveth. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that rock I'm clinging. Since love prevails in heaven and earth, how can I keep from singing? When tyrants tremble as they hear the bells of freedom ringing, when friends rejoice both far and near, how can I keep from singing? To prison cell and dungeon vile, our thoughts to them are winging. When friends by shame are undefiled, how can I keep from singing?
morning. Hi. All right, kiddos, come on up. Got a smaller group this morning. That's okay. Hi. We're actually, no, we're going to start down. We're going to do some movement, but it starts on the ground, so that's okay. She got that. She said, I'm not getting back up again right away. I feel that this morning. Also, several people have been like, you're in a dress and heels. That's weird. I know. Good morning. My name is Chelsea Bentley. I'm the Director of Lifelong Learning. I use she, they pronouns. We're going to move our bodies a little bit this morning. Grown-ups, if you want to start in your chairs, that's fine. Kids with your more limber bodies, we're going to start on the ground. Me and my not-so-limber body is also going to start on the ground. So, Reverend Alex just told us a little story about an oak tree, and we're going to be oak trees this morning. So what does an oak tree start as? A seed? What kind of a seed? Does anybody know? An oak seed? Correct? An acorn! There it is. So we're going to be acorns this morning. So put on your little acorn cap. You're on the ground. You fell out of the tree. Oh, no. You haven't been eaten by a squirrel. All right, so you are a little acorn on the ground. Now, what is the first thing that happens to a seed? Actually, you're an acorn under the ground. I lied. You're an acorn under the ground. You've been buried. What is the first thing a seed that pops out of a seed? I heard you say it, Allie. Roots. Roots. So put your roots down. Get rooted. And then what comes out next? It rhymes with roots. Shoots. All right, so your little shoot has sprouted out of the ground, and it's gonna start growing. And we're gonna become the trunk of a tree. And then we're gonna grow, and we're gonna grow, and I'm gonna try not to step on my dress while I grow. I promise we can do it, Kat. Oh, grown-ups, if you wanna grow with us, you can if you feel the need to stretch this morning. And then we're gonna grow some branches. Look at us, we're big, strong trees. You already started your tree. Well done. You're a very fast-growing tree. Maybe you're not an oak tree. Maybe you're something that grows faster. Oak trees grow pretty slow, which is good this morning. We need some slow movement. I love that. All right, so we've got our branches, and then out go our leaves. We have so many leaves. And we make some acorns. And then we start dropping our acorns. And then the squirrel scurries away with them and hides them underground. Goodbye, squirrel. And we just stay here. And then our leaves fall down. And then the whole cycle starts all over again. It is the life cycle of an oak tree. And it is the life cycle of a lot of things, right? It's the life cycle of most plants. So this morning, my friends, we're talking about aging, which is something that you're all doing, but you're doing it at different, you're not quite thinking about, wow, I'm getting old quite yet, right? You're still young and fancy-free. Your body moves a lot easier than some other people's bodies. But I also want to talk to our grown-ups this morning and tell them how grateful we are for them. So I have a question for everybody, and this is going to require some movement. You can put up a hand or you can stand. Standing is preferred, but if it's easier for you to just put up a hand. So we're going to start, how long have you been a UU? So this could be at this congregation or another congregation, but how long have you been a UU? And kids, this includes you. So have you been a UU for 1 year? Stand up or raise your hand if you have been a UU for 1 year, a Unitarian Universalist. If you've been in this congregation or been a UU in general for 1 year or longer. Or longer, sorry, starting at 1 year. 1 year or longer. All right, so 1 year or longer. That's most of us, right? That's a lot of us. All right, so if you have been a UU for 3 years or longer, stay standing. I actually have to sit down because I have not been a UU for that long. Yeah, Elliot and Ollie, you can stay standing. What about 5 years or longer? Stay standing or keep your hand up. What about 10 years or longer? I'm not even 10 yet, right? That's longer than your whole life. What about 15 years? 20 years? 30 years? All right, now we're gonna get bigger than my age, 40 years. Now I get to say, I haven't even been around that long. 45. 50. I'm not gonna go any higher than that because I don't wanna assume anything. But, so more than 50 years. Have most of you been in this congregation for that long? Or part of, so those folks that stayed standing for all of that time, we have so many lessons to learn from them. And they were the ones that planted the seeds of this oak tree. And we, who haven't been here quite as long, are the seeds that dropped, right? We're the acorns that dropped later, and we get to carry on that legacy. But this morning, we want to say thank you to our elders who have planted the seeds of this church, and that we get to learn from, and that we get to carry on that legacy of Unitarian Universalism and of this community and of this congregation. So, thank you to all of you. Should we sing our song? I am ready to sing our song. Do we have any
young friends who might want to help me lead the song today?
song leaders this morning? Elliot wants to sing.
Elliot wants to.
All right.
Elliot, come stand right here. Ollie, are you helping too?
Ollie's helping too. Thank you, my friends. You can go ahead.
We are children of the stars, we are children of the earth, we are spinners and weavers in this web of life, and the joy that we weave reaches out beyond the stars and deep within the center of our being. We are children of tomorrow. Children of our dreams, we are planners and builders in this web of life, and the future that we weave reaches out beyond the stars and deep within the center of our being.
All right, my friends.
Good morning. I'm Karl Keinath, and a year ago at the fall fundraiser, I put in a bid on the sermon topic and was the winner. And I thought, well, I can sit there while Reverend Alex and other people that know a lot explain how to age gracefully. But Reverend Alex pulled the old switcheroo on me and said, how'd you like to give a reflection? So this is aging gracefully according to Karl. First of all, take care of yourself. Eat a healthy diet, lots of fruits and vegetables, go easy on the bacon and the French fries. Exercise regularly. Find something you enjoy doing, walking, running, pickleball, yoga, skiing, basketball, curling, whatever. But get out there and do it regularly. Check in with your doctor and your dentist regularly for checkups. Get your vaccinations, flu, COVID, pneumonia, tetanus, shingles, colonoscopy every 5 years. Fasten your seatbelt. Drive defensively. Be careful. Remember that self-care is not selfish. A big part of aging gracefully is accepting our losses. We lose our family. Usually we lose our grandparents, our parents, our friends. That's the normal way things go. Some of us, we lose our children, and our grandchildren. That's even harder. We lose our hair. We lose our endurance. We're not able to get out there and do like we did when we were younger. We lose our strength. We lose our health, and that's not fair either. We had a COVID pandemic here a few years ago. Over 1 million people in the United States died. Some people got very sick and had to spend a long time in the hospital. Some people have long COVID. Some people had very mild cases, and some people had no case at all. It's not fair, but you have to accept what it is you get. We lose our memories. Lauren and I have been treading the boards here for 54 years together. She remembers some things, I remember some things, and many things are just gone into the ether. They're just gone. Our eyesight diminishes. We get glasses, some of us. We have a good friend with glaucoma. She was a librarian and just loved to read. She can't anymore. Our hearing. I've got hearing aids. Many of us older people do. It helps. It's not the same as being able to hear clearly, but we have these technical things that help. We lose our teeth. Got one missing right up there. We lose our balance. People fall and break a hip, break a wrist. Lauren broke her wrist this summer, hit their head, and so that's a problem. We lose our driving privileges. If you have health issues, you lose your driving privileges, and that's one of the things that I'm really worried about. I like my independence. I like to be able to get in my truck and go wherever the hell I want to go, whenever I want to go. And someday I'm not going to be able to do that anymore. Eventually we lose our ability to care for ourselves, and we have to go to a nursing home or somebody to come and take care of us. So those are all the things as we age that or some of the things, they're not all the things, there's some of the things we lose as we age. And if you can accept the losses, you can age more gracefully than if you can't. My grandmother, Keinath, lived in the same house for 70 years. And when she got to be 90 years old, she had to go to a nursing home. And the family was very worried. How will she react to that? Will she be able to make the change after 70 years in the same house? Lauren and I went to visit her. She was quite pleased. She said, they take care of me here, they do the cooking. She was not at all upset about the change. She accepted that she couldn't live in her own house anymore and lived there for another 2 years. Social interaction is one of the things that keeps people going. And here at UUCGT, we have lots of opportunities for social interaction. We have the Soul Matters groups, the Death Cafe. We have the Sunday Services Committee that puts this magic together every Sunday. We have the Congregational Care Team that's out and about and trying to help people and keep remembering the people that have had joys or concerns in their lives. The board keeps the wheels turning. The facility committee takes care of our building. If you want, you can talk to Chelsea about helping with the RE program. She'd be glad to have you on board. Anne Marie would welcome you to the vocal ensemble, or if you're not interested in singing but you'd like to play an instrument, you can join the music committee. The landscape committee is active. The Buddhist meditation group, the Wednesday night potluck group. If you like to eat, you can come and join that group and sit and socialize for an hour and a half and make some friends there. We have the men's group. The finance committee meets and stewards our money, keeps the bills paid. The membership committee, the endowment committee, the fundraising committee, and the social action committee. Lots of opportunities. Whatever your interest is, find a committee and you spend time there. You do some work with that committee, but you meet people and you make friends, and that's great. Lauren and I are members of the Aging Gracefully group, along with Jan Zerbel, Peter Brower, Leslie M., Susan Smith, Margaret Wozniak, Max Old Bear, Ann Stevenson, Barb Backus, and Mary Newhouse. Max reached the milestone of 90 years old on Tuesday. He told us that he's looking forward to turning 91. Then he can tell people, I'm almost 90. That's what's important, is having that attitude, a positive attitude. Our group, Aging Gracefully, we meet once a month, either at the members' home or here at UUCGT. We've had speakers from the Commission on Aging and Pace North come and talk to us about their programs. We've had discussions on challenges and to aging and how we met them. What are we doing to age gracefully? And one month, the assignment was to tell 2 truths and a lie, a way to get to know each other. And so here are my 2 truths and a lie. I played a round of golf at the Grand Hotel Golf Course on Mackinac Island. Number 2, I climbed to the top of the Mackinac Bridge. And number 3, I rode in a Ford station wagon on Mackinac Island. Now your job is to figure out which is the lie.
These are the written words, but it just seems so appropriate. It is a privilege to sustain a congregation such as this. It's a privilege to sustain such a congregation as this, not just for today, but for the weeks, years, and generations to come. As a self-governing and self-sustaining community, we receive no outside funding. We rely on the generosity of those who find meaning here. This morning, our ushers will pass baskets with 2 sides. One side supports the life and mission of this congregation, and the other side supports the needs in this community, including local food programs, shelters, and services for those among us who are the most vulnerable. You can also give by using the options on the screen. If you give by check, online, or through an app, please note in the memo line or the comment section whether your gift is for your pledge, for community needs, or for a special occasion, like our Raise the Roof Challenge Fund. If this is your first time with us, please be our guest as the baskets are passed. Every gift, large or small, is received with great gratitude. And we now receive this morning's offering.
Grow old along with me. Best is yet to be. When our time has come, we will be as one. God bless our love. God bless our love. Grow along with me. two branches of one tree face the setting sun when the day is done. God bless our love. God bless our love. Spending our lives together. Yes, our lives together. World without end. World without end. Grow old along with me. Whatever fate decrees, we will see it through. For our love is true. God bless our love. God bless our love.
Good morning. I'm Michelle Getz-Grail. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the intake person for an organization that supports seniors living at home for as long as possible. I've been asked to talk about aging gracefully today, or as I like to think about it, aging with Grace and Frankie. At first glance, Grace, Jane Fonda, looks like the perfect example of successful aging. She's pulled together. She's probably done her estate planning, and everything is in labeled files. But she's terrified of aging and so desperately seeking to be in control. Now that she's retired, she doesn't know what to do with her time, and she's lost her identity. She has few friends. She has pushed away people who care about her. She's slid into substance abuse to numb uncomfortable feelings. Frankie, Lily Tomlin, is a hot mess. She's chaotic. Her keys are just as likely to be in the fridge as to be on a hook by the door. If she has an estate plan, it's probably crumpled up under the bed, covered in paint splotches. But she's living fully. She has a wide variety of friends. She tries new things. When health challenges make it difficult to paint, she finds alternative ways to be creative. What lessons can we take from Grace and Frankie? Can we find a middle path? I have a couple of thoughts. One, it takes a village to support a senior. No one is meant to do this alone. Do you have someone to take you to your colonoscopy? Bonus points if it's not a member of your immediate family. Nurture those relationships. Caregivers, I see you. Get help early. It's a marathon, not a sprint. What resources and supports are available to you? Programs change, funding changes. Even with infinite resources, there will never be infinite choices. 2, what is important to you? What can you control? Work on letting go of what you can't control. Get real about needs versus wants and discuss them with your loved ones, especially those who you're not in contact with often. Estate planning. Don't forget Medicaid planning. You can ask me why later. An advanced medical directive. Make sure people know your wishes and can find the papers. Munson uses 5 wishes. I have a couple with me if you need one. Please do it. Get it filed. Make sure everybody knows where it is. 5, plan your funeral. Reverend Alex agrees. It's a kindness to your family. 6, exercise. Find something you enjoy. If you want to stay home, you need to be strong. Identify a purpose. Why do you get out of bed in the morning? Embrace change. Can you find new ways to do things you love? Is it time for counseling, physical or occupational therapy? My last 2 are hard and may be controversial. Does your house support your needs? Do you need to move? I go to lovely houses that are completely impractical. Can an ambulance crew get to you? Can you navigate the stairs with groceries or laundry? There are no 4-wheel drive buses or ambulances. Last but not least, be nice. Families tell me, Mom can't keep a caregiver. She's mean to them. Or I got up at 5 a.m. to take her to a procedure. She yelled and complained the whole time. She never says thank you. Graceful aging is possible, but it takes planning, preparation, and resources. The time to start is now, and not when you or a loved one is in crisis. Thank you. And thank you, Jeff.
It is our practice as a religious community to set aside time in our service to name and honor the joys and concerns that mark our lives, the milestones and moments of our lived experience. I will be sharing the joys and concerns that have been offered up for us to hold in our hearts today. If you have a joy or concern that's a bit too heavy to share, I invite you to reach out to Reverend Alex or to a member of the congregational care team. You can identify us by the purple ribbons on our name tags. You can also light a candle at any time during the service to honor your joy or concern during our stone meditation, knowing that you are held in the loving hearts of this community. 4, I think this should be a response that we all give every week. None of us is meant to travel life's journey alone. Let me hear that. None of us is meant to travel life's journey alone. Here's what has been shared with us today. A concern for our dead friend, Karen Haley, who died on Monday, November 3rd. Please hold her family in your hearts. This one is not signed, but it says, my niece Avery successfully transferred to Georgetown University. From Melissa Irani and Dave Weaver, a joy, our son/stepson, Aiden, earned his Eagle Scout rank on October 14th. And Ann Swaney says, I appreciate having the energetic group of children with us on Sundays. May some of their energy rub off on us. So appropriate for today. And now let us hold a moment of stillness for the concerns and joys that remain in the silence and on our hearts.
Now is the time in our service for the stone meditation. As you feel moved, you're welcome to come forward and take a stone and place it in our bowl of water here. Come when you're ready.
Please join me in singing our song of response, Spirit of Life. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart of the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in
Well, I'm in your bulletin. I'm Mary Ann Rivers. And I was also asked to reflect on what it meant to me to be old. In a moment, you will see an example of my disregard for age. But at this moment, I have a few things to say. I've always, since I was a little girl, liked old people. They were so nice to me. They gave me candy. They held me on their laps. They smelled good. And every opportunity I had, I took advantage of it. I was fortunate. I was born in 1938, and I had a great-grandmother who lived until I was about 6. I had 3 grandparents, 2 grandmas, and a grandpa. And my friends were very jealous because they didn't have, at that time, people didn't live that long. But I come from a strong Irish stock. The people I met when I was young were models for how I could be, how I could choose to live my life and age. And the one that I really believed and have lived is the adage, if you don't use it, you will lose it. Now, for me, that meant activity. I have been an athlete since I was a child. We lived 2 doors from the park, so that was wonderful and gave me an opportunity. But that's held my whole life. It's held me in motion. And I would encourage you, I enjoyed the speaker before, that exercise is so important. However, now when I'm playing tennis and I say, come on, legs, we can get that shot, it doesn't necessarily always happen. So I've had to use that. But I do continue to play tennis, and I garden, and I walk, and I reach, and I can't say enough about exercise and how important it is. Recently, I was talking with some friends, and I said, you know, I have this odd feeling. I know how old I am, but I don't feel that inside. And do you feel that inside? Do you feel different inside? And the answers came so quickly. I'm 45. I'm 52. I'm holding on to 41. So I'm not alone in that. And maybe some of you have had that feeling too. Wait a minute. I'm not this outer person. I'm this inner person. But sometimes it can't gel. And so I encourage to respect that inside person, but don't take chances. Don't take chances. A gift that I've had since childhood is my music. And I have poured so much joy and so much sorrow into my music. I'd like to share one of the songs with you this morning, and you can see on your bulletin the name of it, Old Age is Not for Sissies. And as I look out on the congregation and see the white and gray hair, I realize that a lot of you are going to be able to relate to this song really well. And those of you who aren't quite a bit younger, this might be a sneak peek as to what you can expect. And Jeff has kindly arranged for us to have the chorus up on the wall. This is the chorus, and here's the melody. Old age is not sissies, I heard my father say. I often wondered what he meant. I understand today. There's naught we can do to stop it. Oh, there's no recourse, you see. Old age is not for sissies, and that includes you and me. Yeah? Think you have it? Okay, I'll sing a verse, and yes, it's autobiographical. My eyes were the first to start to go. I could no longer see near or far. At Meyer, I found some glasses that worked, and my hearing went way below par. And much to my surprise, my hair was turning to gray. So I went back to Meyer and bought some dye. That was the first time I'd say, here we go. Old age is not for sissies. We can make it faster. Heard my father say. I often wondered what he meant. I understand today. There's naught we can do to stop it. Oh, there's no recourse, you see. Old age is not for sissies, and that includes you and me. It seems to me, yes, I recall, it was not very long ago. My breasts were young and soft and pert, but now they're just hanging low. The wrinkles have gathered on my face. They're hanging around my eyes. They are minimal when compared to those, you can do the rhyming, that once graced my once smooth thighs. Old age is not for sissies, I heard my father say. I often wondered what he meant. I understand today. There's naught we can do to stop it. Oh, there's no recourse, you see. Old age is not for sissies, and that includes you and me. My libido is active just once in a while. My bones are hollowing out. My joints ache, my neck hurts. Now what was I singing about? Elder hostels and bus tours and checkups. Golden age makes me want to scream. And the very worst part, no matter how hard I try, this is real life, it ain't just a dream. Old age is not for sissies, I heard my father say. I often wondered what he meant. I understand today. There's naught we can do to stop it. Oh, there's no recourse. very much. Keep moving, keep smiling.
Man, what a tough act to follow. In a world shot through with organized abandonment and cruelty, genocide and wars, mass deportations and mass incarceration, unprecedented storms and isolation, it is an incredible privilege to survive to old age. Those words from our opening of our service have followed me as I think about what to say to you on aging gracefully, even as a young whippersnapper like myself. I want to open today with the humility that I am much younger than many of you, something that I'm sure isn't lost on you. And indeed, it's been a tension I've felt from the start of my ministry ever since you made the courageous decision to call a 25-year-old to be your senior minister. The right decision, I might add. I'm still adding pages in the book of my own life's experience. I'm sure you are too. Though if I may say so, aging and growing older in this modern world of ours has added a few significant chapters for many of us growing up and coming of age in our world today. Rising gun violence and mass shootings, especially in schools. The attacks of September 11th and subsequent wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. Rising prejudice facing immigrants and people of color assumed to be terrorists. Natural disasters and climate traumas like Hurricane Katrina and many others, with regular climate warnings that we are passing a point of no return as a daily reality. The economic challenges of the Great Recession and a student debt crisis, housing prices skyrocketing while wages are decreasing. Social upheaval and political polarization up to and before the 2016 election, disinformation, conspiracies, the crumbling of shared truth, rising hostilities toward queer and trans people, immigrants, and those from marginalized communities. Clarion calls for racial justice following Ferguson and the murder of George Floyd. Seeing that video of the officer's knee on Floyd's neck for 9.5 minutes, breaking our hearts. The horrors of modern warfare and genocide in Ukraine and Gaza. And let's not forget about a global pandemic that we're still feeling our way through with traumas in our own society today. Growing up in these times is not quite like growing up in others. If I may say so, I'd say we've even had to grow up quicker in the face of so much suffering, uncertainty, and pain. In a world that holds so much, it is an incredible privilege to survive to old age. And yet many in my generation and younger wonder about the world we're inheriting as we navigate so much in our hearts, minds, and bodies. What is the promise of today's world for those who grow old? For those who will one day rule it and will inevitably pass it on? To age and survive in today's world requires more than a little grace. Many folks today find themselves having to work multiple jobs or side hustles, wondering if their financial position will ever be anything beyond tenuous. We have record high rates of anxiety, depression, and loneliness, a loneliness epidemic, ironic considering we're one of the most connected times in human history. Our technological age has embedded within it so many social pressures, from body image to our rampant comparison culture, cyberbullying, information overload. There's growing institutional distrust with government, churches, medical systems, and the media. A shift in the religious landscape with a rise of religious nuns, N-O-N-E-S. Aging gracefully in this time is living adaptively, learning to hold grief and hope at the same time, finding meaning in the midst of a world that seems to drastically shift every 5 years. Now, I say this not to depress us. At least most places have free Wi-Fi these days, right? Nor do I want to come across as saying those of you of other generations didn't live through your own traumas and challenges. Each generation seems to have those defining moments above all others in which we face something new or extraordinary and wondering how we'll ever pick up the pieces. I think I say this for all of us. We could really use things getting a little less extraordinary these days. Amen? So how do we continue to make sense of the world? How do we pick up the pieces? While you elders have much wisdom to share, I want to offer you 3 pearls of wisdom, 3 teachings from a millennial minister as we move forward into the unknown. The first thing to say, we are wiser than you think. Said another way, don't underestimate us young folk. We were shaped in a world that demanded our maturity long before our time. Our wisdom comes from growing up in systems that are breaking down, learning to be adaptive to these shifts and changes, seeing the gaps and broken places. We are living the challenges and the consequences of unbridled capitalism and unaffordable healthcare. We don't know everything, but we know more than we're often given credit for. Don't underestimate us. We carry more in us than you might expect. The second teaching I have for you is this: give us a break. I've heard from many older folks who regularly ask, where are the young people? Why aren't they showing up? The truth is, our participation and resistance looks a little bit different. We're showing up in ways that reflect the landscape that we inherited. As we work multiple jobs, patching together side gigs with affording rent and loan payments, we don't always have the luxury or free time of spending afternoons marching or taking days off of work to attend rallies. This doesn't mean that we're disengaged. We're just really busy. Our protest sometimes looks like mutual aid spreadsheets. It looks like care collectives and online organizing, even just surviving in systems not built for our own stability. Sometimes our resistance is getting therapy. It's voting. It's raising kids who we hope will inherit a kinder world. It's saying no in a culture that demands a constant yes. Our engagement may look quieter, more digital, and more fragmented, but it's heartfelt and real. Don't confuse bandwidth with commitment. We aren't apathetic toward the world around us. We are tired, stretched, exhausted, and overworked. And we're still trying. Give us grace over judgment. Lastly, the third and final teaching is this: meet us where we are. All of us still care deeply about the world we're creating. We're not giving up. We know this world is uncertain. We live with that uncertainty each day. But this uncertainty hasn't broken our hope. We care about justice. We care about the planet. And we care about democracy, equity, belonging, and all of us getting there together. Even in the face of so much, we are determined. We bring our full selves, our creativity, our moral imagination to the work. We don't know what this world will look like in 10 years, or even just one. And yet, even so, we choose love. We choose action, and we choose each other. I invite you to meet us there. To close, aging gracefully in our world isn't easy. It requires a lot of us, even just to survive. As we dare to imagine and dream of that better world, know that despite everything, we're not turning away. Together, let's lean toward a future with open hands and hearts, ready to build something brighter and better. These ills facing our world will not have the final say. We do. Amen. Let's join now for a moment of stillness.
Would you please rise in body or in spirit and join me in singing our closing hymn today, This Boat. This boat is steady, this boat is sure, and when you're ready, climb aboard. When you're ready, grab an oar. This boat will carry us to the farthest shore. We all know hardship, we all know pain, but nothing ventured means nothing gained, and every rainbow needs the rain. You're not alone, try again. This boat is steady, this boat is sure. When you're ready, climb aboard. When you're ready, grab an oar. This boat will carry us to the farthest shore. Even if you've been tempest-tossed, even if you feel that all is lost, you've heard the thunder roar, had a look at heaven's door. If you're sinking like a stone, this boat will carry you home. This boat is ready, this boat is sure. When you're ready, climb aboard. When you're ready, grab an oar. This boat will carry us to the farthest shore. In this boat, there's nothing we can do together, no matter the weather. No matter what the charts are tours, we will navigate by our stars. This boat is ready, this boat is sure. When you're ready, climb aboard. When you're ready, grab an oar. This boat will carry us to the farthest shore. This boat is ready, this boat is sure. When you're ready, grab an oar. When you're ready, grab an oar. This boat will carry us to the farthest shore. This boat will carry us to the farthest shore.
I invite you to remain standing and to join hands with your neighbor, or if you're a person that doesn't like to be touched, you may use the sign of "Please do not touch me." We welcome that here too. And those of you online are also welcome to join us in doing this.
We extinguish the chalice, but not the light of our living. May we age with grace, grow with an intention, and shine with the wisdom that only time can give. We'll now release the flame.
And in the spirit of covenant, community, and commitment, may we be made ready to serve one another and create that world that we so desperately dream of. Go in peace, pass a little squeeze, or Air 5-2. Happy Sunday.